Ready when you are.
All right, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hole 41. We are back here today in the Outer Worlds. This is our playthrough. They're getting ready to release the Outer Worlds 2 here at some point. I would imagine before Christmas. Kind of would make sense, right? Anyway, I thought it'd be fun to play the Outer Worlds 1 in 2025. It was released, I believe, in 2019. I know it was sometime around then because I played this during the pandemic when we were all on lockdown, and I played it multiple times in a row. Different difficulties and different stuff. So, one of my favorite games. Absolutely had a great time with this. And it's been a year since I played, so I thought it would be fun to kind of jump in and do another playthrough before the second game comes out. So that's what we're here doing. Last episode was a fun episode. We turned traitor, sort of. In the very first episode, in the description, I explained that I'm gonna play a secret kind of double agent character. We turned in Phineas to get a bit of a cheaper nav key to get to Monarch, right? It also opened up Byzantium on Terra 2, so we could get to where the rich people live. And we warned Phineas anyway that we were being a traitor, and he was cool with it. He's basically like, yeah, absolutely do that. It'll help me. It'll help throw them off the trail. Thanks for telling me. Now get out of here before the bad guys come. So we skedaddled. The reason, though, that we're doing this, and I've talked about this also in the last episode. You guys, please go check that out. But yeah, we're in Roseway, and unfortunately, I didn't really have the equipment to get the outcome that I want for Roseway. So there are different ways to kind of get overpowered, and people talk about overpowered in this particular game quite a bit, how it's kind of easy to become OP. And I'm not completely confirming or denying that. And personally, I think there's reasons for good and bad for either way. So I don't really have a problem with it. I never have. I think it can happen more so on normal difficulty, which is the difficulty that we're playing. The reason we're not playing anything harder is, one, I haven't played this game in a while. Two, because I just think most people are going to probably, if you're new to the game, like if you're kind of discovering this, maybe you've heard about the Outer Worlds 2 coming out, and you're like, well, I like Obsidian games, I like New Vegas, I like their kind of more story-driven role play.
What's the plan?
Havarti in the party, I'm working on it, babe. But yeah, as far as that goes, the OP thing, like I was saying, it really is kind of a perspective thing. And once you get into the harder modes, hard mode or like the hardcore mode, I think it's called Supernova. That kind of gets countered with the fact that your opponents become, to a degree, bullet sponges, which I'm fine with in video games. Again, there's only a few games I've ever played where I found it particularly annoying. It just didn't make a lot of sense. But in this game, it's fine. Again, I think it's pretty well balanced. And again, even in the harder difficulties, in theory, you can become a bit overpowered, at least for, let's say, early to mid game. By the end game, I feel like on the harder modes, and even in normal mode, it kind of evens out, right? But because we got the nav key and we hit Halcyon and we got our levels up and whatnot, let's see, what are we at right now? Level 19, we're almost to level 20. When we started, I think we were around level 13 or 14 maybe. Maybe it was 14. Anyway, when we were doing the betray Phineas thing and getting the, I keep wanting to call it Halcyon, but when we're getting to Byzantium, and we did some jobs there to get some XP, and again, but we're still kind of just getting into like the second tier of weapons. Um, oh, look at that! I picked up the ionized paper knife. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a Mark II revolver. I think there's Mark II pistols and a few. Second tier, yeah, stun baton ultra. The staff is Mark II. So yeah, we're starting to pick up those Mark IIs, which is nice. The Deadeye assault rifle became available, um, but I need something a bit more powerful, right? And I wouldn't mind getting my companions and myself because I'm rocking medium ardors, yeah, you know those ardors, medium armor for this playthrough. There's a negative to stealth if you wear heavy armor, right? You get a -5 to stealth. I might have something heavy on me. Doesn't look like it. No. But if you see here, we got a medium piece of armor with leadership skills. That's great. Exactly what I want to wear. I should probably put that on, actually, at least for now. Yeah, we might run in, might run in the ship and put a little love on this thing. Maybe not too much. We got a +5 to leadership skills. That's one of the things that we put points into. We'll go hop back to character. You can see we put 3 points into intelligent, 1 into perception, and 2 into charm. And we didn't lower anything. I usually don't. Uh, Now a lot of people tell you the best thing to do is put 3 in here and 3 in here. I'm not going to say that's wrong, but you choose. You decide what's important to you. Personally, I think that intelligence is certainly something I'm probably in most playthroughs always going to put 3 points into because it just increases your critical damage. It also helps with long guns, which is what I tend to use. Persuade, which is what I like a lot. Hack is certainly helpful, and medical and science can come into to play on occasion too. So, yeah, I'm happy with always pretty much putting 3 into intelligence. But this will also increase your headshot and weak spot damage, which I tend to kind of play sniper role and let my companions do a lot of the work. In fact, in this playthrough, the companions are doing a lot of the heavy lifting. So happy with that. And again, just for the role play, I wanted to be charming and get a lot of those persuade checks out of the way. And we've got a 25% companion ability refresh, 20% positive faction reputation reaction, so we get a little bit of a bonus, when we do something for a faction, and then when we do something negative, well, it reduces the negative factor by 20%. So that's kind of nice. And then when you look down here, this is basically just gives you more health regeneration per second. You can see just with the way our build is, we're already up to 11.4. I think when you start out, it's like a 2% health regeneration if you don't put anything, or 2 point, sorry, not percent, 2 point health regeneration if you start without increasing this at all. And then here in dexterity, you can get your melee attack speed and range weapon reload speed up. That's cool, I suppose. Probably, in my mind, probably the least helpful. And then here you can increase your melee damage and, of course, your carrying capacity. We've had a little trouble. A little trouble carrying things in this playthrough, I'm not going to lie. A little strength would have been a little nice, but yeah. Nah. I'm happy with where we're at. So. You can see what we spend on skills real quick. I don't put anything into melee. I usually don't. Yeah. We're working on our long guns. I think was the last thing I was trying to put some points into. So we'll probably. I think I'm going to bump that up to 60 as soon as possible. Next level up, probably go to long guns. Get that up to 60 so we get those headshot and weak spot damage up. And then I can hear myself in the background. Again, I don't really put points into these two. I don't really use these. I have done playthroughs where I focused on dodge. It is pretty helpful. And you can look at the skills. I mean, it just helps you dodge. And then of course blocking. I don't ever block. I just get shot. So I didn't really. Again, nah. But we're getting our persuade up. You can see we're up to about 135 with our party as it is right now. I'm looking for a perk that'll increase my bonuses from my companions, so that should help. I don't know if I've turned that on yet or not. And then keep focusing on lockpick. We picked stealth and ranged, I believe, for our 2 bonus starting points. And then, yeah, we'll keep working these on. I would like to get this up to 60. I would like to get this up to 60. Actually, I would like to get all these up to 60 probably. Yeah. And then, of course, these as well. I probably put another 10 points in determination, I think. Is a little more helpful. And then maybe some inspiration, we'll see. And sometimes I like to switch back and forth between my medium armor, between dialogue skill and leadership skills. So this depends on where we're going and what we're doing. Quick perk review. We put the first point, like I always do, in toughness. We got slow the world down. I realized I should have put this point in cheetah instead of strider, because you just end up running around more anyway. Pack mule. We're getting better vendor deals. 15% health restore per kill. Reduce the weight, of course. More carry weight with companions. We're getting some extra headshot and weak spot damage. 20%. That's pretty big. My companions can help increase that. And then always try and again, some things I think you just got to pick earlier if you really want the benefit for it. So 20% plus vendor at the buying prices is going to help us recoup some of the bits that we've been spending. We're probably going to spend here as well. So yeah, we're moving along, and we got tier 3 open now too. So we'll get to pick a perk point here, I think next level, and we'll take a look at those when we get there. Details, there you go. I do have a plasma weakness flaw, but I don't know if you saw back in, whoops, wrong button there. Was it? Yeah, if you look down at the bottom, I picked safety inspector this time. Usually I'm like a scientist or something. It gets mentioned in dialogues, and Phineas will say something about it sometimes. But this time I went with safety inspector because we get a negative 3% plasma damage received. So even though I'm taking plus 25% damage, it's negated down to plus 22% damage. So just a little bit to help me with that flaw that I knew I was going to take. So and our rep, revering for the groundbreaker, 96%. Look at that. Yeah, I was contemplating. I was like, man, I think you can only go as high as 70. Oh no, that's for discount. We'll see whenever we get back there. Natural. The board's agreeable with us, and the deserters, of course, are revering. They are a little negative, but you know. And again, you get both negative and positive. So you could be positive 50%, negative 50%. And then Spacer Choices also are fan. They're fanboy, whatever you call that. Pizza's old. I don't always know the new lingo. We're running around with the prismatic hammer right now, which is a good melee weapon. We haven't really, I think I've tweaked it a little bit, but not too much. We are up to the hunting rifle ultra. Yes, we got one of those. And we might make a couple quick changes. Yeah, I think I'm going to run inside and do a couple things if I can. And then we can start. Oh, so here we are in the DLC.
Have to catch Helen's killer right this second.
And we are here to get some levels because you can get a ridiculous amount of experience here. And honestly, not too dangerously. And we can also, but mainly I'm trying to level up a little bit so I can get some better weapons. And you can get here and you can find tier 2 and tier 3 weapons here. So I don't plan to spend a ton of time here right now. But I do want to get some experience, get a couple levels, and get some equipment. Like I said, hopefully I can get a new piece of medium armor. And hopefully we can get some some weapons too, and armor for my companions and weapons and stuff for them as well. All right, let me get a little drink there, and then let's
Maybe you
peek.
gotta take in the sights.
I really like having these two guys here. I heard Nyoka is really good to have in Eridanos, and I know that Vicar also has some pretty interesting dialogue here. I think the dialogue is actually better if you finish his companion quest first, but we haven't done that. But yeah, that should catch us up. Anyway, how you guys doing? I hope you're out there having a good day. I hope you're doing what you want to do. I hope it's going well. Um, I didn't really have much to do today, honestly, but I still ended up with kind of a late start. Uh, Mostly errands and things. I did run by the grocery store today because I forgot to pick up something from the other night. And check this out. I was so stoked, right? So I got a recipe. I'm making. Well, I'm just making some tacos or whatever, and I got burritos, and I got. I forgot to get I forgot to get the cheese, and I went to the deli to get some Colby Jack, and I'm standing there, right? And this is a local grocery store, not like a big chain or anything. And I'm standing there, and while I'm in the deli waiting, for my turn to get my cheese, the lady comes out with the cart with all the roast chickens and fried chicken and everything. Oh my god, it smelled so good. She walked right by me, and I was like, oh. And she stopped, and she was like, do you want something? You want something before I put it in the warmer? And I was like, yes, I definitely want something. And the fried chicken just, oh, it looks so good. Excuse me. So I grabbed a 4-piece fried chicken and got some coleslaw, uh, baked beans, and some barbecue chips, and brought that home. Y'all, I'm full. Is all I'm trying to say here. I ate 3 pieces of chicken. I ate a breast, a thigh, and a chicken wing. I got a leg left. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And the coleslaw, I almost went full Alabama. The coleslaw is amazing. They put like horseradish in it, and I love horseradish. You're probably like horseradish and coleslaw. It just depends on where you're from. Uh, in the South, we put mustard in our potato salad and paprika. But if you're up north, you're less likely to see those two ingredients. Their potato salad isn't yellow. If you go out west, Midwest especially, you can even get warm potato salad that they eat. So yeah, just depends on the spot that's all, folks. The region of the country. All right, let's jump over here. Backpack's always good. We'll grab one of those. I think I've already got a good. Was it a scope or a barrel? We'll grab this just in case. Let's see. I'm just gonna grab a couple mods for now. No, no, no. Now, if you see the little diamond there in the bottom right corner of this the scanner, if I put this on my armor, not only will I be able to see, things light up from an extra 5 meters, but it will make my armor pristine, which means it's more durable. Well, maybe we'll grab a toughened. I don't think I really want to use one of these right now, because I don't think I'm going to be wearing the armor very, very long. Oh, I can't wait to get a good gun to put that on. Okay, here we go, yeah. I don't think I get the level 2 silver tongue kit just yet. That's what I think is on there, but let's just grab one just in case. Yeah, we'll skip that. All right. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do? Once I remember how the buttons work in this game. All right. So we're gonna take out the Raptidon handler's armor. Now I can tinker this up like 5 levels above to where I'm at. Right. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Uh, it's nice. We're definitely getting some more stealth out of it. We get the electric charge service too. If somebody hits me in melee, they get a shock, and then there's a little cooldown, and then we have some better corrosion damage. This was fine when we picked it up, but where we are right now, uh, Murder on Eridanos is actually an end game kind of thing. You're supposed to come here at level 30, right? I think this was the first DLC, and they gave you 3 more levels so you could get up to 33. 30 used to be the as far as you could go. This made it so you were 33. And then Perils on Gorgon uh, adds another 3 levels. So, in theory, like, you should be coming here at the end of the game. So, our enemies are tough, right? So, the people that we do engage are going to be quite a bit stronger than me and my companions. So, a little bit more armor would certainly help. We're going to toss this on for now, put a few mods on it. And so I could see, here's one. So the little diamond down in the bottom right corner of the Nightingale step, that lets you know that I could make this armor pristine and it would be tougher. It would take less damage over time. Yeah, I don't really see any point for any of this, so we'll just leave it as is right now. I think backpack-wise, we're good right now. Should I do the sniper rifle? Maybe I should. Let me see. Well, I don't have a mag to zap, which is what I really wanted. Yeah. So we do have the ranged. We'll stick this on for now. And I'll look for a mag to zap. While we're running around Eridanus. But as I mentioned before, we are going to be, moving up in our weapon tiers and stuff. So spending too much time on this stuff just really isn't that necessary. Let's, what is this? 451, 183. And it's so much harder. Yeah, we'll stick this in here for now. I think I really want the Deadeye as well, but I'd rather have the Deadeye 2 if I can get my hands on it. So I'm going to put that away. And we do have a pristine assault rifle ready to go. I'm not sure why I switched them out. Let's see, I end up selling that. Don't really need a spare. Well, nah. I think I can sell the rest of this stuff. This is looking a little silly. Determination, let's just toss that in there for now. Persuade, nice heavy helmet. I might put that on. Although I wouldn't mind plucking up the persuade skill either. Lion hack. So basically most of this stuff is here for a reason. Oh yeah. Let's toss that in there for now. Tech skills. Put the Rapidon handler away. Right. So yeah, we could just pretty much sell that stuff. Maybe put that on. I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright, yeah. Let's set up. But Pavardi and Felix have a lot of fun and exciting dialogue for Eridanos. They're both pretty impressed and excited to be here. So Felix is... There's some storyline that particularly is helpful to his character as far as like what he likes and enjoys. And Pavardi's just like, wow, I can't believe we're in the coolest place ever, you know. But we ended the last episode right where we started out here on the platform. We haven't done anything here. This is the Grand Hotel on Eridanos.
Hello, hello, hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime. I'll say, there's nary a soul here who wasn't a fan of hers in some respect. Just about everybody's shocked. Some people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
Hey, Black Hole Birdie may be a savage brute on the field of honor, but he's no killer.
So there's one of
I
those
still
unique.
don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose. Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help. Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. I imagine the admin briefed you about Helen's part in the Spectrum Brown unveiling. Too bad about the postponement. Not so terrible as Helen's murder, but still a crying shame. You bet it was. Rizzo's rented out the ballroom in the hotel just for the launch event. Reckoned it was gonna be a real swell affair. Rizzo's ain't unveiled the product since the debut of Spectrum Ultraviolet. Invisible to the naked eye, and as it happened, prone to causing massive internal bleeding. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags. You're making fun, right? Your luggage, your belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Let's see if we get a little XP.
See, you say that, but I still ain't seen no bags. Know what? Never mind, it's not my business.
I like Bellhop normal.
Anyhow, I'll look for you in the Grand Ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Yes, I'm here to inspect. Alright, let's do what we always do. We're going to wander around, see if we can get our hands on anything. Take. Remember, we want to be careful we don't get busted for stealing. I think I've pretty much put a warning in every video, so why stop now? Remember, some things are stealing, some things are taking. I tend to take a look, see we can take this. No one cares that I just stole 12-bit cartridges. Oh, here we go. A little experience for finding that. But there are times where I think there might be an example inside. Where there are things side by side that one you can take and one is stealing. So always be careful. I think if you get caught breaking into anything, you get in trouble. But Pizza loves stealing. Or at least Rex loves stealing. I should probably clarify, huh? I don't steal. Grab that. That's a light. And there's a way to get back there. We'll figure it out eventually. Can't get in there yet. I see you looking in here, bud. It's mine. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, let's go inside. It's kind of like the lobby, I suppose. We want to grab all the free stuff we can get our hands on.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed.
Uh-huh.
You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Okie dokie. But yeah, I think there's something back here that actually belongs to her. Yeah, see, so it would be stealing if I took the pocket watch. It would be stealing if I took these purple berry munches, because those are hers personally. But I was able to take all that stuff off the tables, no problem. This is y'all's first chance to see, like, I guess it's, like, was supposed to be her next movie. Right, so I can pick up these cigarettes. They're mine, no problem. On the other side of the desk, though, that's her stuff.
Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage.
I feel like I'm spending a fortune just standing here.
And then we'll run around and we'll pick up some junk left on these tables. Like, Pizza, will you get your dumb butt inside and start getting this mission going? I mean, I'm just doing the things, y'all. Just doing the things. The things I would absolutely recommend doing. Let's see if we can get into this place. Yeah. Oh, this is the back way to that area I was just saying we couldn't get to. I do think there's a crate in here. There we go. Pro toss ball stick. Felix will like that. You can give Felix a little bump to toss ball gear. I think it's a 50% damage increase. So. Eventually we'll get Homie hooked up with some toss ball gear. But as I mentioned before, particularly in an Obsidian game, want to get to wherever you can go to, you want to talk to whoever you can talk to, you want to look for all kinds of special gear. And just general loot like we're getting now. Cool, 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 cool. Let's we got a few things to do, but oh, I just want to point out, just talking to that bellhop got me 18,000 experience. It doesn't take long. Basically, if you really want to get overpowered here, that's stealing. And we'll shut the door. Nobody's inside. Let's do a little thieving. What do we got? Mark II? Mark III. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Just sitting here. Just got here. Highest level weapon I've found so far. Alright. What's going on in the codex? Beep, beep. And Bavardi, what are you rocking? A regular assault rifle, 308 with electrics, 21. So look at the damage difference. So 121 per shot, 1208 DPS. Doesn't have the electricity, but I think I'm going to switch her out anyway. I'm just curious to see if we're already bumped up a level. Not quite. Who's that? Mr. Acid. Rizzo should be pretty good gear for us right now. I don't really care about defensive skills. That's just physical damage. Yeah, that's fine. And oh, this happens a lot on Eridanos. I don't know, it's just the way they built this area, I suppose. Hey, buddy. We don't want to get too far. Like I said, we are weak.
Horrible. I can't believe someone so famous as Halcyon Helen could meet a fate like this.
It really is a terrible shame. I absolutely adored her cereals.
I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. You don't think dissident
Did I... What is this over here? This little shack. Did we go in here? Good enough for now. Now I'm ready to get things started.
that you believed Halcyon Helen's death was the worst part of all.
He's mad because he didn't get to wear his special outfit. I've heard that dialogue before, I remember. If it's brown, drink it down. That sounds gross. Makes me think of when I was a kid, my dad used to love saying, "Don't eat yellow snow." And we made it. Another 18,000 for walking in the door. Look at that. We're almost to level 20, just goofing around.
Feels like I'm breathing rich people air.
It's because we are.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
Oh. I don't... Oh, we can.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are suspect. Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Let's get right to the point.
She's with Dr. Goodnight. Oh, and the victim, of course. In the grand ballroom. Of course. Allow me to just pull up your info. It looks like you'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite. Vacated
Rex
just
is
recently.
moving on up.
So
Moving
recently that
on up
unfortunately the room's still being
to
cleaned.
the east side.
I'm sure it'll be ready for you
In
by
a
the time you examine
deluxe
the crime
apartment
scene.
in the
I believe
sky.
Constable Keene should be waiting for you in the grand ballroom. Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it.
Cool. When I was a kid, I loved The Jeffersons. It was one of my favorite TV shows that my parents watched when I was a kid. I don't think anything really is stealing, but I don't remember there being too much. Sweet little cheap experience boost right there. Let's go. Let's get started here. Coming through, Inspector Rex. Inspector Rex. Inspector Rex, everybody. Very important person right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Haha. It's like I belong here.
Oh, thank the law.
Thank the law.
Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
I actually don't. We're going to be nice to Constable Keene because out of the 3 people I talked to get here, she actually seems like somebody who has their head on their shoulders. So, Intelligent Charming Pizza, is that who we're playing? Are we Intelligent Charming Rex? Yes, we are.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Well, nice to meet
Dr.
you, Maria.
Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on? Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
I call my doctor Doc because I'm an old dude, right? OG gamer, right? First game system I ever had was called Pong. If you don't know, look it up. It's hardly called. I wouldn't call it a console.
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
I will.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
I love it.
Please. You make
Oh,
it sound
please.
as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
So if I had a few more points in the science, we could do this and get a little bit of XP. Man, I'm just 10 points away from this one.
You don't. Although I really should have looked into that option.
Thank you.
The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification. Yes, it's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
Ooh.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Alright. There we go. Now we got it. Who's getting moved over for right now? It's always you, isn't it? It's always you. Alright, we'll toss this up here for now. And we got a cool new thing. You can shoot people with this, by the way. But really it's just kind of a gimmick for us to do this.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
There we go. Here's a little bonus.
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition. scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Gimme.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier.
Yeah, you tell
The
it.
discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
That would be
How
me.
curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
As you should be.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee. Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum Brown was scheduled to be unveiled at the Eridanos Atmosphere Complex in partnership with Halcyon Helen. This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
I was wondering about that. Before we arrived, I heard something on the aether waves about Black Hole Birdie taken up at the Grand Colonial.
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel. Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
And then we just move it along.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Now we can encourage this or discourage this. I am going to encourage this because Rex is super charming. Neat. And we got some more crap over here.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the Grand Ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Let's taste the dirt.
Oh no, Captain, please don't taste the dirt, and I'm too late.
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
This is one of the things I've seen people on the internet get a little crabby about. We can get to the solution even without having our perception all the way up.
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry
18,000
orchard,
experience.
located not far from the Grand Colonial.
It's crazy, right?
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case.
You knew it.
You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards.
Okay.
Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite.
Well, I can't get there
Check
yet.
in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now.
I hope so.
If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Ooh, go shake somebody. Meow, 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 meow. Look at that. We're already over a quarter away to 21. All we did was just pretty much just show up here. All right, let's give ourselves... do I want long gun 60? I think I want long gun 60. The actual perks that come along with this aren't that great, but it's more about leveling up certain things. Now, while we're on Eridanos, we're going to need 150 lockpick and 150 hack. We're also going to need 150 persuade on occasion too. So these are definitely some skills you want to pick up. I would like to get this up to 80 at some point. And oh, it would nice to be hostile effect duration on targets. Right. You can see this is up to 75 because of our armor and our silver tongue kit. So yeah. Whoops. But I'm just going to go ahead and knock out long guns. Maybe here. Let me reset. Revert. Right. So if you look over to the right, we're getting 148.5% long gun crit chance and 25 or 20 around 25% long gun sway reduction. So watch them go up as I put the points in. Alright. So it's helping in those subcategories as well as helping me with any dialogue. And now I get a 20% damage on headshot and weak spot damage. Since I'm kind of sniping and playing the edges a little bit, that's a really good blow up for me. Perks. So now we got the second or the third tier open. I don't think I've gone over these. I might have like highlighted them quickly, but let's see. So we can get a 50% science weapon damage, plus 30% damage while under 25% health. We can reduce sway and movement penalty to accuracy when we're moving around and shooting. This is helpful if you're going for, like, if you're the guy on the machine gun or the shotgun. When we get a headshot and it kills, it explodes and damages people nearby. That's kind of cool. This is a really good one. You know, you kill a target and you get a guaranteed crit on the next hit. Another good one, when we use the inhaler, any downed companions are revived. They immediately pop back up and they have 25% of their health pool. This is a stacking armor destruction. So, again, if I was using machine gun, I could reduce armor rating by 10 pretty quickly. And some of these guys only wear an armor that, you know, has, like, let's say a 19. So now they're down to 9. That's really good. That's really good. This is what we're going to pick, though. Increase the armor rating and skill bonuses from any armor you wear. Bonuses from mods are not affected. So it'll give me a 10% bonus to whatever armor I'm wearing. So if I have 100 armor, it'll be 110. And the skill bonus from it, if it's usually a 5, will be a 10. 100 kg carrying capacity, super helpful. We'll get that pretty soon. I'm really a fan of this too. All area of effect and plasma damage dealt to you is reduced, and it's specifically plasma damage. And what weakness did we take? Right. So not only were we losing 3 points of damage because of the skill set I chose at the beginning as being a safety inspector, but this will reduce this by another, so we're like 18% less damage. When we kill in melee, we get some health. We can move faster for 5 seconds than when we go to TTD. When we apply corrosion or in-raid damage or even electricity damage, it's going to be 20% more. When we're alone, which is probably not going to really happen in this playthrough, I don't think very often, we got a 33% detection ration. Any subsequent attack made on the same target while in TDD deals increased damage. This is another one. It's 10% per hit. Right? So again, especially if you're rocking a machine gun, 10, 20, 30, 40, go up real quick. I don't use improvised weapons. If you want to use a rake to in-game it, go for it. So yeah. Out of all this stuff, I'm going to go with this one right. Wait, where's the companion one? Maybe it's over here. That's only if I'm alone. Here we go. It's no companions. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Boom, there we go. Elle and Felix Ampervardy get a bonus. Let's see. So we got. I always increase their health right off the bat. We got range damage, tend to persuade, countering enemies, corporate military, tossball weapon damage. We'll get that eventually, but what I really want to focus on, and I try to get this for all my companions, we want to reduce the harmful status effects. These guys take a lot of corrosive, in-ray, plasma damage, and whatever. So if we can reduce that just by a little bit, we're going to. So. I think for Pavardi, I usually go with something. I think normally I pick this, but she gets wrecked a lot, so we're just going to go ahead and do that today. Right, and once we get back to the ship, we can apply that to Vicar, Max, and any other, and Ellie, and any other players we picked up along the way. So cool, we're stronger, tougher, better monsters already. Let's keep playing with this thing. Now, it'll tell me if I get near something that I need to look at. We have a table full of Spectrum Brown. This increases our charm. So anytime, I'm going to leave one bottle. Anytime we want to, we know that we're going to turn in a mission or something, and it's going to increase reputation, it will help us increase our overall reputation. But I think currently we're done in here.
Something I should know? Are you asking me these questions in an official capacity? I appreciate the gesture, Inspector, but I'm on duty. If you'd like to speak informally, you may visit my office during my scheduled socializing hours. Please, ask your questions.
So let's get all inspectory.
Spencer Woolrich and Bertie Holcomb are officially persons of interest in this investigation. I've mostly ruled out Mr. Woolrich, leaving Bertie Holcomb as my lead suspect.
Now,
Let me rephrase that. He's your lead suspect. I've been instructed to turn this case over to your capable hands, while I continue to serve as a consultant.
So, if you skip this monologue, it takes a while to get to the VIP section. So it's good to talk to her.
Work is simple. People are complicated. The people involved in this murder are especially complicated. Mr. Woolrich was Halcyon Helen's professional rival. It's possible jealousy drove him to take Helen out of the picture. I apologize for the wordplay. Conversely, Mr. Bertie Holcomb was Helen's paramour. The relationship was reportedly dissolved. I can't rule out her murder as a crime of passion. Mr. Holcomb was in a romantic relationship with Helen. This alone is not enough to make him a lead suspect, but he does play tossball. Black Hole Birdie currently holds the record for most non-consecutive blows to the head. His tendency toward irrational and violent behavior is well documented.
It's not wrong. Not wrong.
Woolrich thinks of himself as a serious and distinguished actor. He was frequently cast in demeaning roles, while Helen played the charismatic heroine. He has reason to be envious. I considered the possibility that Woolrich killed Helen in order to eliminate a rival and advance his own career. But my reasoning collapsed under closer scrutiny. Woolrich owes his career to Helen's dramas.
I was going to say, you need...
Her death likely harms his long-term prospects.
Someone to act with.
I'm struggling to determine a motivation for him, so I've largely ruled him out.
So we talked to the actual professional. We're just pretending, so let's
Please, ask your questions.
This is the next one.
Norval, head bellhop. He was understandably distraught. I believe his feelings were genuine. He's a remarkably poor actor. Hotel security corroborates his whereabouts during the murder. I haven't included him in my list of suspects, but neither am I convinced of his innocence.
Let's ask about the murder weapon.
There's no sign of the murder weapon. Whatever it was that killed Helen, the killer took it with them. Frankly, I'm having trouble imagining exactly what it was that killed her. Helen was known to carry her signature weapon, A bespoke handgun known as the
Bespoke.
Needler.
Ooh.
There was no sign of any such weapon on her body.
The Needler's real?
Mm-hmm.
I watched her use that thing in the gunfight at the end of Terror on Monarch.
You keep excitable company. I hope they won't complicate your investigation.
No joke. One of the
By
best
touching
weapons in the game,
things.
by the way. It doesn't take ammo. Infinite ammo.
If there were any witnesses, none came forward. Ballroom cameras were also offline at the time of the murder. Helen was very particular about having cameras on her. Security footage would have constituted documentary filmmaking. Can't afford that.
Not untrue. Listen, these movie stars are bougie sometimes, but sometimes they're correct. I mean, think about it. Any random footage of a celebrity buying a coffee, getting a banana nut muffin, that shit's on record.
Anything else? I'm afraid I must decline.
I love
it isn't
her.
personal, Inspector. I'm just on duty right now.
We're good with her. Let's talk to the
The
doc.
Purpleberry Orchards. And a footprint. Inspector, that was absolutely marvelous. Beautifully deduced.
She's
With
just
the help
excited.
of my discrepancy amplifier.
I was gonna say.
Of course.
I was gonna say. It's really about your fancy little toy.
Ah, I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate.
That's a little weird, but okay.
My apologies, Inspector. I've not yet finished my autopsy. Come back later? Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear. Ask away.
Aw, she's Southern at heart.
I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today. It's a need.
Damn it!
Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must brutally maul each other.
Oh, look
feel
at
the need to
this.
create.
Super pissed. Alright. Yeah, see, we're supposed to be here at level 30. We're supposed to have, like, pretty much gamed out every of our perks and situations. So we are way early to the party.
Inspector, I'm sure you don't want to spend 4 hours talking back and forth about the intricacies of a science project. It works. That's the important part.
Oh, she's talking to me like I'm dumb.
Because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious. Oh dear. You seem to be hearing what you want to hear rather than the words coming out of my mouth. Allow me to clarify? I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play.
There you
I
go.
programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century.
I don't know if we'll get any points for this.
You don't miss a thing, do you, Inspector?
Eh,
I can see why the constable recommended hiring you.
People
Think of
points.
the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice.
Let's freak her out a little bit.
I still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it.
Well, I guess if I screw it up,
Internal components
the
are
game...
rare, shall we say. And I don't have an indefinite supply.
we might have to find parts.
You sure you don't want to know anything else?
Not right now.
All right. We can change the subject.
How you doing?
Oh, why, I'm flattered, Inspector.
You might be
Anything.
cute.
I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the way of luxury, but examining the dead does not rank amongst the preferred activities of the elite.
I have a friend that's a coroner. They love their job. They're not weird. I mean, they're weird like people are weird, but they're not weird about that.
Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner,
You're just
so
a
I almost never
scientist.
get to deal with anything as unique or as quiet as a
I love
corpse.
scientists.
The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the spring or working on my automatic sprat peeler.
So it looks like we can come back to this conversation later on. Let's say we bring Ellie with us or something. We may be able to get a bit of XP.
Always a pleasure, Inspector.
Well, thank you. That's really nice. I kind of like Doc Goodnight. Piece's favorite quality and a potential of Well, I'm a
Didn't nobody teach him to
heterosexual
respect the dead?
cis
Gosh,
male,
is that Miss Helen? Can we see?
so and the ladies that I like, intelligence ranks number one. If we can't talk and we can't sit around and discuss the movie we just watched, I'm gonna get bored.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
We already got it. Let's see if we can get a little gossip.
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that...
Come on.
All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip.
I understand
About
it.
whom? And what would you wish to know?
Everyone. Let's talk about Helen first. By her name is Ruth Bellamy.
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself.
That's alright.
And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable.
Good question.
Emphasis on seemed.
This seems a little more on the nose for an inspector, though.
Everyone wanted to be around Helen. She could usually be seen alongside Bertie or Woolrich, for obvious reasons. Ah, Bertie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Bertie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
My kind of gossiper right here.
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Pizza loves cottage cheese, which is basically curds. And that's what Miss Muppet was eating, curds and whey. Yeah. And there was a second option, so we can go back to this.
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
So now we can hit the strangely.
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food.
Listen.
Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Pizza eats. I understand hangry. So we got a little more insight, and you can see the difference between the detective and the gossip of our concierge. Couldn't think of the name. Well, it's right there, concierge. Okay. Shut up! Y'all don't know. Anyway, so you can see we got a little bit of info. It doesn't quite match up with what the inspector said. And that's good news.
That's a shame, Inspector.
I know.
What if I wanted to know a little about you?
Let's come on, let's stroke the ego just a tiny bit.
A dashing gunslinger type, then.
I mean,
I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands.
well,
Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
that's all you need, really. Is my room ready?
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you.
Thank you.
The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we
Halcyon
needed a little
Helen.
time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Yeah, we did all that. Good to go. Let's go to our new penthouse. Put this thing away. Let's talk to the lady in the wall. Hello, lady.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest.
Oh.
If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode.
Sweet!
What authorized floor can I bring you to?
So we can already get to here, so we're just going to go home. Now, this is... Well, I'll just let you see.
The finest seat in the house.
Is there... Oh, there's Helen. Bruce Bellamy. Now, here's what's dope. We can store things in here. All our companions are here. So basically, this is like the inside of the Unreliable.
I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards.
Or, I'm just kidding. We can pretty much has anything that's in here. So let's has whatever we can. I'm taking that. Taking that. Lots of booze. We don't really usually use booze. Wow, that's a really hard. Yeah, I usually use booze on a booze cruise to usually use booze. Ooh! Now, here's the thing. Ellie called this bed, which...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, I heard you, bud. Hey, what's this thing? We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Let's do the thing.
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
It does irritate me that they don't call her Ruth Bellamy.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for...
Cool.
Helen,
Hey, buddy.
I love you. I love you so much.
Oh, this does shoot. Watch. I think it has a 15% damage, but it's electricity, so. Works on rivets. You guys fans of the middle? I love the middle. One of my favorite shows. Oh, no, it wasn't the middle. It was, oh, man. It had the Hex. Suhek and, anyway, the dad called the, robots. Whatever. Let's get our hands on whatever goodies we can get in Shaw. Who doesn't drink in the shower? Except anybody that's not an alcoholic. And then meow 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 meow. So I guess everybody else is sleeping on these couches. Thanks, Ellie. Although I'm a pretty decent card player. Well, Pizza is. I don't know about Rex. Ooh, I've been waiting for this. Our new helmet. Alright, so this gives us a +5 to persuade. That's dope. This gives me a +1 to perception, which affects everything in that category. Highlight range +2.5 and a 15% damage to head bonus, or to headshot and weak spot. Boom. That's my helmet. Probably close towards endgame. Surely. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Ellie! Let's see. So Ellie's got a lot of good buffs to having her in the party. We've got 20% heal, amount grounded by the inhaler, recover 25% health when fatally wounded, also helps me. We've also got a plus 50% healing from the inhaler when under 20% health. Like almost all of her, whatever you call it, kind of, whatever, buffs. But again, we want to go ahead and reduce that. Let's go for Vicar Max. Same deal. Oh yeah, what do we got? Science weapon damage, dialogue combat effects. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Let's get him some range damage. Which one's this? Next ability about this in terms of and basically everybody in the party is juiced right now. Oh, another brown. Won't say no. $20. We can fiddle with our gear here. And this is the like board type thing we can do, and I think there's some things that happen here. This will fill up the more we do the investigation. What's up, Felix?
This is what a clean room smells like.
Aw. Alright, let's get the investigation going. Let's talk to the dicks in
Inspector,
charge.
I understand you've visited the scene of the crime.
Yes.
Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon.
This is
She
Lou.
will be sorely missed.
I told you it was a sticking point with me.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me. I do not. Spacer's Choice has that market cornered. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
So, he likes being cagey, right? He likes, well, some inspectory BS. So let's be the charming, intelligent person that we are.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this
Told you.
arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
Let's feed into his paranoia. Intelligent and charming.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the
He
parade
runs the
spaceport
area
is
I'm in right
Cedric's
now.
purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
Dope. Thanks, buddy. Alright. And whenever we leave, we can choose other floors, we can do other things.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
Look how rude we could be. Charming and intelligent, folks. I'm Rex.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
Robbie, please. Now let's just go outside. We'll keep these two with us for now. And then we're going to start being a gamer, yo. What kind of gamer? OG gamer. What do OG gamers do? We look for exploits. We look for ways to get overpowered. I don't really understand the whole grounds. I mean, it's just another way to play the game. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna explore the grounds a little bit. Maybe pick up a few missions, do a little. But also, I think there's a couple of bad guys hanging out, and we might be able to get a few kills.
So when the Rizzo spokesman said that the unveiling was
And some armor and weapons just goofing around out here, so let's kind of goof around. These guys are way higher level than me, if we come across any. Might be a little early before they just start randomly attacking. So. This place is important later. Right there. Uh-oh. I've got corrosion. Nice.
Why would any...
Alright, so again, not the worst perk to take. Corrosion plasma, I don't think I would take in-ray damage because it's kind of tricky late game. I haven't... I'm not going to take it right now. It does have... Listen, generally speaking, if you're going to take one of these flaws, you should do it when it first pops up. But you can trigger it again, so I'm just going to say no for now.
Anybody bring raptidons up here? Don't this hotel have a policy on animals?
I think they killed a guest. Yeah, there we go. Nice bit of bits. But I think we're going to need to forage out just a skosh. We don't want to get into trouble. So we'll skip all this. Some quick XP. Let's see what they're selling. Y'all. There we go. Assault Rifle Ultra 1160. Not too bad. Plasma Carbine. Carbine. I don't care how you say it. I'm just telling you what it. I'm gonna grab this ultra rifle. Let's sell our junk. Oh yeah, let's make a little room in here. We don't need that. We don't need that. So we're gonna keep the toss ball stick for now. Be the best DNO. And even though this has a way higher DPS, 8295. Eventually, this will be the better rifle. We'll just hold on to it for now. Let's see what Rizzo's is kicking out. Lightweight. Defense skills. Science. Ooh. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, oh yeah. Let's get rid of this junk. Rizzo's put the us in gelatinous. Anyway, let's just game out whatever XP we can get our hands on.
Middle of a lockdown? No one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Fergus. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
All right, let's talk to Lily, or Lilia, I'm not sure.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
Who's Matthias?
An idiot. I suspect he's avoiding me, actually, which is the first smart thing he's done all month. Sorry, but do you need something? Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL. If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is. The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness Checkpoint. I'd search there first.
Alright, picked up a mission. I think everything's stealing in here. Yeah, we'll skip it for now. Alright, we're going to cross this bridge. We're going to get in a fight. I'm not 100% sure we're prepared for this, but we're going to go for it anyway. Pensive exploration. That's what we're doing today. In fact, let's get a quick save. You guys won't be able to see this because you don't deserve to. Or something like that. Simply the best, you know. Right, so I believe there's a good bit of loot around here. I think one of the best ways to trigger this is to start some trouble over here. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought, player. I doubt it. Great job, guys. Great job. Alright, let's start looting and scooting, y'all. I'm scooting, I'm looting, I'm looting and scooting. Let's go this way. Quit it. I don't need help. I'm good. I'm here to steal all your shit. Ooh.
The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of Jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration. Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with Marauders.
I doubt Rizzo's would ever shed a tear over him.
Let's get armed. What do we got here? We're not cool enough just yet. Simply the best, TNO. Gimme. Take that XP. Ooh, an Inferno size. Now we're moving on up. Yeah, I think if I go up here, and then go up here, and then go up here, go up here, go up here, go up here. Y'all, y'all. A little bit of this action, right? Chill.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Grab this stuff. Ooh. Hyper.
This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with Marauders. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent...
Yep.
Security Officer Danvers, nightly report number 27. No sign of trouble, but I'm on the lookout. If it's out there, I'll find it. Wait, I think I see someone. Approaching now. Excuse me, sir or madam. I require your participation in my nightly security report.
Yeah. Alright. Quick 2-minute break. I'll be right back.
we headed?
Alright, we are back. We found a little bit of interesting stuff in our search here. Let's get all the goodies we can get our hands on. There you go. Let's sell what we can. Check it out. How many mag picks is it going to take? 0.
Great work.
Thanks. A decent amount of bits. And ammo. Alright, we got a special weapon, the refrigerator. It applies cold damage on sniper rifle. It's okay. Cold damage is kind of a unique damage. It's not something you can really apply to any other weapon. You might be able to find another weapon that does this kind of damage, but it's a rarity for sure. Just being careful, like you do. Ooh. Wait, what did I just pick up? Did I pick up the vermin too? Because that would be so nice. Bum, 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 bum. So right now, level-wise, I think my best option, honestly, is just picking up.
Hey, Crew C, it's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this.
Come out! Come out to play!
Law, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slack-wit.
So a bit of our Evan mystery. Yeah, here we go. My machine gun Mark III, baby. So he's got the heavy machine gun, 628 DPS with the electricity damage, but 39 damage per point. 117 damage, 1940. There you go. It's just better. We're not doing a ton of damage to these folks with the weapons and gear that we have. Yeah, remember they are level 30 opponents, and we are level 20. Actually, they're level 33 opponents, so they're like 13 levels above us. Which is why I'm here. I'm here to get the good gear and to get the experience. Like I said, we're almost to level 21. We should probably get it. I mean, we might get it just goofing around, talking to people up here. Boom. 12,000 experience right there. Look at that. Almost level 20. Let's get a quick gimme from the vending machines. There we go. 2,000 for finding the nut hut. I feel like this got skipped. Whatever. Alright, let's talk to the crazy lady. If you don't know, well, she crazy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Rizzo's! Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
I can't tell if she's happy or in serious pain.
I sure am! Good lamps you got on you to take notice. Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck. Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you! Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you. I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. So I don't worry about it. Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger. Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price. No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of toss-ball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
I'm just gonna be a dick.
Hey, that's a swell idea.
Because she won't get it.
Terror on Monarch was so romantic.
Well, a few times Pizza gets to be an asshole.
Sadness is
Rex.
a big old waste of time. Besides, the sooner I start courting him, the sooner we can both be happy.
Look at them teethers.
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my 3rd favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course.
Okay.
If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our... Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my 4th favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge. We have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
Alright, so we have our choices here. We can also get a golden ticket without paying for it, but whatever.
Which kind would you like?
I got a golden ticket. You got a golden ticket. Grandpa Joe gets up out of bed. He's a jerk.
You're in luck. We have one left. Normally there are 100 bits. That's great. Thank you so much.
Let's get rid of some crap. See what she's got. Yeah. So yeah, here's the refrigerator. Ooh, stagger. I love stagger, and it has post armor damage dealt. So it will increase our damage past the armor plus 15%, especially if we have an effect. And since this adds the cold effect, which is a very unique effect in the game, it's a pretty good weapon. I'm not gonna lie. We'll do that. There we go. Plasma rifle 2.0. That's what I was hoping for. Furnace side, trim cleaver. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Oh, that's his old gun. Yeah, we'll sell that. Sell that. Yeah, we're doing pretty nicely on the guns here. Not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that right there.
Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
Yeah, you like drinking, do you? I'm not. I don't care. You do you.
Maybe I could hold up my end.
2300 XP just for walking in here. We're almost to level 21. Blah, 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 blah. We'll talk to this fool first.
Sorry, can't talk.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my instant coffee maker too?
Oh.
The nerve.
Now, I believe some, like,
asinine thought.
did break his coffee
Who's this
maker.
armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I
Yeah,
think
we
it's
don't know each
mightily
other.
more likely that he's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
I see. Just a visitor then.
Yep.
Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchard.
Investigator.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
Let's butter him up.
Whether or not I like it, yes, that's right.
That didn't work.
Yeah. Quotas are higher than ever because of the upcoming release of Spectrum Brown, but we haven't been hitting them. Frankly, it's ridiculous. Our workers are all about 30% more productive than usual. They keep getting injured, which is setting us behind. I blame the treatment Rizzo's keeps making them get. Look, they don't tell me the specifics. All I know is that the workers leave their typical morose selves and come back more chipper than an automechanical woodcarver. Look at Jacob, our groundskeeper, if you ain't met him. If he were any less personable before, I'd have had him replaced with a trained canid. Now he's all smiles. It's like the workers all forgot their 10-minute workplace safety seminars. And that's twice as long as the next leading brand. Our people should be safety experts. And yet, I've seen folks step on open electrical wires, drop pallets on each other. One damn fool even blundered into a mosquito hive. Even as he died, he looked fairly pleased. Okay, then. Yeah, I saw her. Tried to flag her down for an autograph, but to no avail. Ran right by me. No idea where she was heading. Seemed like she had a lot on her mind. Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But Between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new
Sluglight.
unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean. Thank the law, some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
Yeah. All right, we got a few tasks here, but yeah.
Never knew purple berries grew on trees. Guess you learn something new every day.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Did you find something? Wow. You sound just like Agent Khan when he's on the case.
I am Agent Khan on the case. Except we're going over here. Well, we're going around. We're looking around. Pizza's around, right? Moving on up.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Bunch of drunk primals. I'm pretty happy with... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Platinum armor. Another light assault rifle 3. I guess I can't get in here. Okay, let's go fight some primals. Hopefully we don't die. We'll try to engage from as far away as possible. Let's get to the top of this hill. There he is. Whew, problem solved, people, problem solved. Bunch of deados, let's get what we can. They've been drinking the purple bear punch. So again, Now, normally, ooh, orange. I would work the sort of edges. Let's see what Jakob's up to.
Such lovely weather calls for a harvest, I do believe.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the...
Well, sweet hello there, valued
Oh, he's
visitor.
got a thing on his neck.
I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Oh, my dear Law. Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what's going on with your face?
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers.
Put on a
Rizzo's
happy
does beseech you to
face.
please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
Alright, back to it, back to it.
Ah, you mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? Damn shame what happened to her. She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, that's right, she was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then?
Lolly, lolly,
I can't
lolly,
rightly say.
adverts here.
All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest. Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization waspitos. She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go. Pollinization by killer waspitos, indeedy.
Getting the lore.
Cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all waspitos are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzos would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle.
Who would do that?
So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing. Well now, you certainly are an individual of refined taste.
I mean, it cost me 90
There are
bits.
folks who defend the premium option and its sprat petting zoo, but once
I mean,
you've been
I
bit
kinda
by
wanna
one
pet the
sprat, you've
sprats.
been bit by them all.
Shut up.
Of course, tours of any access level must be suspended during a scheduled colonization cycle. Our waspitos are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike. Yes, indeedy. I've got
Indeed
the
you do.
wondrous honor of having just been promoted to 3rd Keeper of the Grounds after the
Oh.
last one disappeared on the job. Gosh,
Well.
I guess about a week ago now? Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land. Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since.
Murder on
And the
Eridanos,
groundkeeper
bro.
before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all.
Oh?
Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of wells.
Wow, that seems
No
sus.
mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job. Can't speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. Gosh, and goody gumdrops, but I could talk about the orchard. Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile,
Smile, smile.
And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut. What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you? Grisly stuff, that. I heard the poor gal got her brain pan bashed in. Not that she probably had much rattling around there to start with, if you know what I mean. Well, someone sure wanted her gone, didn't they? But no Rizzo's employee would commit such an atrocity. We're far too content with life for that. Won't find an unhappy Rizzo's employee in all of Eridanos. No diddly-dee-dum, you won't. Of course. I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know. That's not funny.
Alright. Stay on the path or deviate. Let's keep trucking.
Hardline discrepancy detected nearby.
This is what we want. Rot chair. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're here. And the maze comes up later. Alright. 60 in long guns, that's good. Kinda want to get my hack up. I wouldn't be sad about either one of these. This one's probably better. But this puts me closer to the 4th drug slot. But I wouldn't mind some engineering. Just for the sake of engineering. Let's put 10 right there.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Of course I did. I'm pretty intelligent and charming. There we go.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more.
Stand in awe before our huge Rizzo's Hothouse Conservatory trademark. This building hosts almost as many plant breeds as we have delicious products. Almost. Are you wondering about that omnipresent warm and fragrant mist? That's just our all-natural fertilizing spray, made of pureed sissy pig waste products. From nature, back to nature. Our spray is part of the cycle of life. Note, Rizzo's discourages inhalation of
The cycle of life.
Please record any unusual effects and give that record to the nearest Rizzo's employee as quickly as possible.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Pizza's a base to Baritown. Hello? Hello?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Thanks.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory?
Yes.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack?
Yes.
Are you my ex-wife?
Yes.
No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago.
Oh.
Conveniently rendering our marriage contract null.
Yeah.
You must be the new, groundskeeper?
Obvious.
That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you? Merciful law, that sounds like a lot of philosophism, which is highly outlawed throughout Halcyon. But I won't report you.
Of course you won't.
Considering how heavily armed you are.
And charming and intelligent.
Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes the body forget how stiff it gets, bent over plants all day.
Not gonna lie,
Well,
I
seems
feel
I'm
you
not as
bad.
young as I feel. Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs. Not soon
Okay.
after.
Yeah.
She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's
Wow.
deserved of the same access as a co-CEO.
You're kind of trashy,
Well, she's
bro.
not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all. I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures.
Listen.
Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain.
I worked with
Would have called it Hexticale.
botanists
In the end, it bred so fast.
and
Workers
geologists
was swallowed up before they could harvest it.
in a previous
That
job.
one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos.
Geologists were way
their
cooler.
irritability, but their productivity is unmatched.
Like red
What's
people.
a few dead workers in the architect's designs? You say angry. I say efficient. Not only can our waspitos defend themselves, but Rizzo's investments as well. They come through the orchards only
Ouch.
during pollination cycles, as dictated
Oh
by
no,
the
I got
hive
it. I got it.
control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers. Well, yes, if there's an equipment malfunction, the pollination cycle will have to be manually shut down, which means traveling to hive control while the waspitos swarm.
See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. We already did this. Thank you, thank you.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It's always footprints.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Uh-huh.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It's footprints.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It's footprints. There. This is gonna be a fight.
That's the last of him.
Woo! Lordy G, Pavardi, get your ass up here. Dang, he took a hit.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You know what? I don't have time for your garbage right now. I'm busy.
Timeline discrepancy
Yeah,
detected
that's
nearby.
Hey, buddy. Woo! Woo! Take that, jelly. Gimme, gimme, gimme. You suck. There we go. Oh, thank you for the garbage. Ooh, kinetic pulse redistributor. Yeah, we got monkeys. But I'm pretty hyped up on drugs right now. I think we'll just... All the big ones right there.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah! What kind of force? Brute force, baby. Alright. Murder or marauder? I don't know. Ooh, 23 mock apples. Mine. 4, 25, 26, 27. The pile driver. Let's see what we picked up. 471. Ooh, 333 on a hit. Dang, that's big. That's what I'm talking about, folks. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm not kidding. Right in his booty. Nothing like a little plasma up the old booty hole to,
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I don't care. Hey, buddy. Beep, beep, beep. Bug. Duck Dodgers of the 25th and a half century. Thank you. Thank you. Uh-oh. All right. Kicking ass and taking names, people.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
There we go. The shaft. Blah, blah, blah.
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product. The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
I seen Birdie snap a tossball stick in half before. It happened right after the Darlings stole the quarterfinals from the Rangers last year.
Nice. There you go. You got access, people. You got a rare Spectrum vodka. So I'm talking about elite troop armor. Let's take my peeps up. Parvati at the party first. She gets the good 72 armor, 119 armor. There you go. Her helmet is 32. This helmet is way higher, 50. And then back to Felix. 32 armor. Not bad, not bad. But we're going to give him 72 armor. His helmet is 11. And it's a 29. Sick. Yo. Alright. Near. Greetings and salutations. Groundskeeper Shack discovered. We're busting in like we do. Look at you, purple berry soldiers. You look so pretty. Yeah. Steal. I'm a stealer, baby. So why don't you kill me? We're gonna scooch.
Don't you frown at me. I'll show you happiness.
That's one down.
Woo! What a shot! Pizza's on point. Yes, sir. We made it to the R&R D&D labs, but let's, just gonna scoochy pooch. Upshaw. It's Piper's Joint. Alright, ladies and jellybeans, boys and squirrels, people of all types and ages. Ladies and jellybeans, we are at the end of the video today. Gonna call it good here. We've already gone up a level or two, and we're pushing forward. About level 23 is probably what we're gonna call it. And we picked up a few better weapons. You sure? Plasma rifle 2.0 is what I'm looking for. We're going to get a whisper muzzler on that. And we're going back to Roseway to do a little damage. So, setup good. I'm happy. I think we're in a good place to call it a video for today. Let's get a quick screenshot. You guys chill out. Yeah, and that's going to do it. So, I just want to thank everybody that's been following me, liking, subscribing, and doing the things. Everybody like and subscribe. If you're sitting here going, at least give me a like. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, yeah. Thanks to everybody that watches my videos. I really appreciate you guys. Are amazing. And in the next episode, yeah, we're going to do a little more here, and then we're going to head back to Roseway and complete that series, or part of the series. But yeah, having fun. Always enjoy doing this, you guys. I love all your support. I love all the likes, comments, and all those things. Continue to do so. If you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and or join the stream, you crazy fools. I'm happy to talk and say hello. I'm a friendly person. It's really fine. Alright. If you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see us at a later date or time, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day. And listen, y'all be good to each other.
Ready when you are.